Hello friends, in this video series I am going to explain about structure of organic molecule. And for that structure of organic molecule, first we have to know the detail about atomic structure. So coming to the definition of the atom. So this is the definition of an atom, and according to that, it is the smallest constituent unit. It is the smallest constituent unit of ordinary matter that constitutes a chemical element, and the size of this atom will be around 100 picometer. Picometer means 10 to the power minus 12 meter. And this atom can take part in the chemical reaction, and further it cannot be break down into its constituent particle in the case of chemical reaction. Now coming to the fundamental particles of this atom. So it is constituted by three fundamental particles. First one is proton, second one is neutron. Both proton and neutron will be present in the nucleus of the atom, and the third one is electron. So coming to the details of these fundamental particles or fundamental constituent particles of the atom. So this is the structure of an atom, and it contains proton, neutron and electron. If we are talking about this central part, then this central part is known as nucleus. In this nucleus, proton and neutron, or protons and neutrons will be present, and surrounding to this nucleus in the outer shell, electron will be present and it will move around this nucleus. Now coming to the mass and the charge of this proton, neutron and electron. If we are talking about proton, then mass of proton will be 1.000726 mu. This mu means atomic mass unit. Now coming to the charge, so charge of the proton will be +1. So this +1 will be the elementary charge of this proton. Now coming to the neutron, so mass of this neutron will be 1.008701 mu. And if we are talking about the charge of neutron, then there is no charge. Now coming to the mass of this electron, so it will be 0.0005486 mu. And if we are talking about the charge of this electron, so it will be -1 elementary charge. Here 1 elementary charge is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power -19 coulomb. So if this elementary charge will be present in plus, then it will be in the form of plus, so it will be the charge for the proton. And if it will be present in the minus form for electron, then it will be -1.6 into 10 to the power -19 coulombs. Now here question arises from where this mu or atomic mass unit is coming. And second question is that why proton is having +1 charge or why neutron is having no charge. So coming to the details about mu or atomic mass unit. So to know the details about this mu, first we have to know the details about Avogadro number. And as you know, Avogadro number is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Now coming to the details about this mu. So mu is equal to 1 gram divided by Avogadro number. So it will be 1 gram divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. In next step, when it will be solved, then it will be 1 by 6.023 is equal to 0.166 into 10 to the power this 23 will go upside and it will be -23 gram. And in simple digits we can write it 1.66 into 10 to the power -24 gram. So this mu is the one of the smallest unit of the mass, it will be equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. In other terms, mu can also be defined as AMU is equal to mass of C12 carbon 12 atom divided by, as you know, this carbon 12 contains 12, so it will be 12. And we know that mass of this carbon 12 atom is equal to 20 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So it will be divided by 12, and 20 divided by 12 is equal to 1.66 into, it will be 10 to the power minus 24 gram. And as you know, if we are talking about the mass of the hydrogen with molecular weight of 1, so it will be equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. If we are talking about carbon 12, that is 6 and 12, atomic mass is 12, so it will be equal to, it is given 20 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. If we are talking about nitrogen, that is 14, mass is 14, so it will be equal to 23.2 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. And if we are talking about oxygen, that is 816, so mass of this oxygen will be 26.6 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So here, if we are talking about periodic table, then periodic table contains atomic number, and it gives us the information about the number of protons as well as number of electrons. It will not give the exact information about the neutrons, because neutrons are dependent on the mass, and many atoms are present in its isotopes, like carbon is present as C12, C13 and C14. So here you can see that periodic table gives the information about the atomic number. And as you know, periodic table is arranged as per the atomic number. For hydrogen it is 1, for helium it is 2, for lithium it is 3, for beryllium it is 4, for boron it is 5, for carbon it is 6, for nitrogen it is 7, for oxygen it is 8, and so on. Means atomic number is given in the periodic table. So from that atomic number we can get the number of proton or protons that will be equal to the atomic number. And if we are talking about the electrons, so how many protons are present in that particular atom? Same number of electrons will also be present. But if we are talking about the neutron, so it will not give the exact information about the neutron. Information of the neutrons is or not given, because if we are talking about carbon, so its atomic number is 6, but its mass may be different. It may be 12, it may be 13, it may be 14. So if we are talking about this carbon, so it contains 6 neutrons. If we are talking about this carbon, that it contains 7 neutrons. If we are talking about this carbon 14, then it contains 8 neutrons. So here 6 neutrons, 6 proton, total will be 12. 6 proton, 7 neutron, total will be 13. 6 proton, 8 neutron, total will be 14. Now coming to the natural abundance of these 3 carbon atoms. So this carbon 12 will be 98.9%. This carbon 13 will be 1.1%. And if we are talking about this carbon 14, then it will be 1 parts per trillion, that is 1 ppt, or we can say that 10 to the power minus 12%. So this is the details about the mass of the atom. Now coming to the charge, especially for proton and neutron. Why proton is having +1 charge and why neutron is having no charge? So coming to that detail. So this is the inner structure of the proton. If we are talking about the proton, then it contains two up quark, one down quark, and all these three are attached by a gluon, that is a binding force. If we are talking about neutron, then one up quark and two down quark is present, and it is again attached by a gluon, that is again a binding force. Now coming to the charge. So if we are talking about up quark, that is denoted by small u, so charge will be plus 2 by 3 for up quark. If we are talking about down quark, so charge for down quark, which is denoted by small d, will be minus 1 by 3. Now coming to the complete charge for this proton, so it contains 2 up quark, means plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, and it contains one down quark, so it will be minus 1 by 3. So it will be equal to, we will take 3 as a common, so it will be 2 plus 2 minus 1. So after solving we will get 4 minus 1, that will be 3 by 3, and 3 by 3 is equal to plus 1. Similarly, if we are talking about neutron, then it contains 1 plus 2 by 3, because one up quark is present, and it contains two down quarks, so it will be minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Similarly, here it will be 3 will be common, and it will be plus 2 minus 1 minus 1. So ultimately it will be plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. 0 by 3 is equal to 0. That's why our proton contains charge of plus 1, and neutron is having no charge or 0. Now coming to the definition of the quark, after that I will discuss about gluon. So what is quark? It is a type of an elementary particle and a fundamental constituent of the matter. It means quark will form proton and a neutron, and that will be present in the atom, and ultimately these quarks are responsible for the mass of the atom, and the atoms are responsible for the molecule, and from the molecules all the materials present in the universe will be formed. So ultimately we can say that all the materials, human body, animals, all are formed by proton, neutron and electron. But here mass contribution of the electron will be negligible because its mass is very less. Now coming to the types of the quark. So there are two types of quark. First one is up type quarks and the second one is down type quarks. So coming to the up type quarks. So there are three up type quarks, which are up, charm and the top. Here up is denoted by small u, charm is denoted by small c, and the top is denoted by small t. So charge on all these up type quarks will be plus 2 by 3. Now coming to the second type of quarks, that is down type quarks. So charge on down type quarks will be minus 1 by 3 elementary charge, and the name of these down type quarks are down, strange and bottom, and these are denoted by small d, small s and b. But in the case of the atom or atoms, mainly up quarks and down quarks are present because these are most stable, and both these up quark and down quark are lighter in terms of mass as compared to all these quarks. So these are the heavier quarks, and the most stable quarks are the up quark and down quark. So these are the reason behind this plus 1 charge and no charge for proton and neutron. Now coming to the details of the nucleus. So in the nucleus you can see that protons and neutrons are present. Sometimes proton may be converted in the form of neutron, or neutron will be converted in the form of proton. That process is known as decay. So when proton will be converted in the form of neutron or neutron will be converted in the form of proton, then this process is known as decay. And I have already discussed the details about this decay process in my previous videos of nuclear medicine. Link up those videos or playlist is given in the description as well as here in the I button. Now coming to the details of the gluons. So what is gluon? It is an elementary particle that acts as the exchange particle for strong force between quarks. Means it will be the strong force between the quarks. It will bind all the quarks and it is the present in the form of energy. This gluon will be present in the form of energy. So these are the basics and the introduction about the atomic structure. Thank you.